good, YouTube? It's your boy Quan over here at Quan Loves Wrestling, and I'm back with another banger video. If you're new here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are here to check out WWE in 2024 by my boy Wrestleology, aka Grisha. If y'all never seen his work, I highly suggest that you go check his work out. Links will be down below. And without further ado, let's hop into the video.
2023 was by far my favorite year in WWE in quite some time. From crazy moments like CM Punk and Randy Orton returning,
Goosebumps, bro.
Daddy's back,
to the Sami Zayn bloodline story.
Yo, that CM Punk return will always be burnt into my heart and my soul forever, bro. Like, that CM Punk return was so insane. It's my most viral video. Like, I had one video that hit 500K before that with Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar, but it didn't gain that traction and like that same, attention that fucking CM Punk reaction did. My Rock video went viral too as well, but like that CM Punk video was like, it changed a lot of things for me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, me being a CM Punk fan from the time I was like fucking like 10 or 11 years old. I'm like 22 now, bro. 10, 11 years old. All the way back then, seeing him make his return back to WWE after so long, it just, you know what I mean? My inner child just came out in that moment. And, also we got Randy returning that very same night. We got R-Truth back that same night. It was just great, bro. That honestly was like, yeah, bro, WWE is the shit again, bro. It was like, you know what I mean? That solidified it, bro. So, yeah.
Story in the first half of the year. To the rise of LA Knight.
Yeah.
yeah!
This was definitely a great year to be a wrestling fan. However, we also had to go through some hard times this year with the passing of Bray Wyatt. May he rest in peace. And if you guys didn't know, the very first video on this channel was me predicting what would happen in WWE in 2023. And honestly, I got a lot more things right than I thought I would. But to start a yearly tradition, my name is Grease with Wrestleology, and today, let's do some crazy predictions for WWE in 2024.
What's good, my dog? What's good, my dog?
Starting it off, we got to talk about who will hold championship gold this year. I mean, after all, everybody wants to get a championship belt at some point. So, to kick it off, I'm going to go with a nice and easy choice with Cody Rhodes. Most people believe that at WrestleMania 40, we will see Cody versus Roman 2.
Nah. Not with Rock coming back, nah.
With Cody actually beating Roman Reigns this time to end the 3+ year title reign and become the undisputed WWE champion. And honestly, I could definitely see the WWE doing this. The next guy who, in my opinion,
I'll honestly be so surprised if WWE actually doesn't main event Rock versus Roman. That is a blockbuster match waiting to happen, and WrestleMania is the biggest show of the year. Now, I get that, the whole idea of Cody finishing the story has been the storyline that they've been going with for, like, the last, like, year since he's lost, almost, at Mania. But I think that story, because I don't think Cody will fizzle out no time soon. I don't have no worry or doubt in my mind that Cody will lose his momentum. That's not what I'm worried about. I think he'll be fine, but I don't know, given WWE's history, I think they will eventually, go down that path of like, hey, let's do Rock versus Roman at Mania. I mean, it's the biggest match in modern history, bro. You know what I mean? It's going to be the biggest WrestleMania match since Rock versus Cena. And the first one that they did. And the second one was big, but like that first one, if y'all was there for that build-up for the first Rock versus Cena match, y'all know what I mean. But yeah, I think Rock versus Roman eventually end up main eventing, and then they they keep that storyline of like, damn, Cody is not finishing the story yet. And I feel like that would keep fans intrigued. I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble. He might win the Chamber, but I mean, we have to see about that. And then he could eventually finish the story at like SummerSlam or Survivor Series, honestly.
has to hold some kind of gold this year is none other than CM Punk. Whether he beats Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship or holds another title somehow, I think Punk's return showed the WWE that this man is nothing but money, and putting a championship belt on him will only make people more interested. Plus, that's my GOAT, so get on it, Triple H. As for who else should hold the title this year, well, I got 3 more guys that I think are pretty decent picks. Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Shinsuke Nakamura. As for Orton, recently...
Bro, let's talk about Shin, bro. I hate how Shin has been booked over the last, like, 2-3 months, bro. Maybe even longer. Like, his new character, ever since he turned heel, is so freaking good, bro. Like, it is absolutely good. He feels like a fucking anime villain, bro. And I love anime, bro. You feel me? Your boy's a fucking nerd. But I really enjoy his character. Now, his in-ring ability, like, it may have slowed down from what it used to be, but I think, like, that, what was it, the last man standing match with him and Seth? Yeah, that proved that he can still go, because that was a great match. That was one of the best Shinsuke matches I've ever seen in a while. Well, I won't say ever seen, but I've seen in a while since I started back watching wrestling. Obviously, I don't know about, his... Well, I do know a little bit, but I haven't watched his matches on the come-up. Like, I think they say he was in, like, what, New Japan or something like that? Wrestling back then. I'm not 1,000% sure. Don't quote me on that. But, I didn't see all that stuff. But the ones I've seen in WWE, the one with him and Seth is my favorite. The last man standing. Even I think he should have won that match. Anyway. But, yeah. And then Drew. I think Drew is overdue for some gold, too, man. Like, I genuinely don't know what they're going to do with Drew at this point. But, I guess we'll have to see. Randy, he definitely deserved it. Now, I wouldn't mind if they had a story where Randy dethrones Roman and then him and Cody go out for the title. I wouldn't mind that. I think that would be like a, or either after Cody wins it, him and Randy get into a feud where it's like, the whole legacy thing, it gets called back to the legacy and, Randy was seen as the leader of the group and then it's like a student finally gets over on the teacher type shit. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah.
He just came back, and after not seeing Randy wrestle for what felt like forever, I could see the WWE giving him a title in order to have a future star maybe take it off of him in the future. LA Knight, in my opinion, will beat Logan Paul at WrestleMania 40 for the United States Championship, although we do need a world title reign from him in the future as well. And as for Shinsuke, he's kind of the dark horse pick here, as he's been more of an enhancement guy to the true main eventers recently, but I don't know, I love his work. The feud with Rollins was awesome, and I really thought Shinsuke should have won that last man standing match at Fastlane.
Thank you, bro. My guy. Thank you. That's all I got. Thank you, bro.
Dreaming of Shinsuke to become world champion for years now, and even if it isn't a world title, it'd be dope to see him hold another strap this year. Speaking of dreams, by the way, let's get into some dream matches of mine that I think have great shots of happening in the year 2024. Starting it off with an easy one, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. Obviously, this match has a 99.99999 chance of happening, as they're literally entering a feud, but the overall idea of this feud is literally the best thing ever. Seth and Punk are known to actually dislike each other in real life, and this is one of those where I think even the promos leading up to the match could possibly be even better than the match itself. This is also a match that I personally have...
If the match is shit, I think the whole build... Like, I think just the build-up with the promos going into the matchup itself would carry it if the match is shit. Now, if the match is a banger and they keep delivering these fire promos where they're going back and forth leading up to the match, instant classic, bro. Fucking instant classic. This is gonna be one of those things that we talk about for fucking generations, like the whole Cena and Rock thing, or if we do get Rock versus Roman, fucking Hogan and Andre. You know what I'm saying? Like, this will be one of those things that we talk about forever, bro.
I've always wanted to see, as Seth became my #1 guy after the whole Authority and Heist of the Century thing, only because my previous #1, CM Punk, was already out of the company. I need to see this. Another one I'd love to see is CM Punk, but versus AJ Styles. Once again, Punk was out of the company by the time AJ Styles debuted and started making waves in the WWE, and this was honestly a match I thought we'd never see in the WWE, so for them to both be active and on the roster, this is one I would love to see happen, and hopefully it'll be a long one as well, because I think that they could go and make something crazy happen. Alright, now enough about Punk, I get it, I know, let's bring in some other people. Next match I need is Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Before, when Orton and Cody were feuding during the downfall of Legacy, it was a very young and fresh Cody Rhodes who wasn't even close to being the main event. But now, Cody is literally being set up as the next face of the company. So to see this match in feud form, I think it would be incredibly cool, especially since the promos could have callbacks to their time in Legacy. I don't know, this one seems awesome. Speaking of awesome, the next match has The Miz. Yeah, just kidding. But The Miz has feuded with both of these guys before. I want to see John Cena versus LA Knight in 2024. I know they were partners this year with Cena's brief rivalry against the Bloodline, but I'd love to see these guys not only wrestle each other, but also fry each other on the mic. Because
ooh, them back and forth promos, boy. The crowd gonna eat that shit up too, bro. They gotta keep both of them face though. Like, let's not turn LA Knight heel. We already know Cena's not turning heel. Let's keep both of them face and let the crowd pick. You know what I'm saying?
Both Knight and Cena are charisma juggernauts, and I just know those promos would hit. And as for the final dream match, we're recycling it from last year's list. And in fact, we're going to recycle it every year until it happens. Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. This match, it sells itself, man. Both guys are absolute beasts, and Gunther needs to beat Brock in a passing of the torch type moment to become the new beast of WWE. And what better place than the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 40. Speaking of WrestleMania, you know what match used to be?
Yo, and the crazy thing about Gunther, he was like the first person that I noticed once I started back watching wrestling earlier this year. And like, he is what I envision a wrestler to be, bro. He has been my favorite wrestler like ever since I first what match did I first see him in? I want to say I saw him on an episode of SmackDown, I believe. I want to say it was SmackDown first, and then once I looked him up, because I was just intrigued on like he fights with such tech, like he's a powerhouse, but it's so much technical wrestling, and he does it in a way where it's like it just feels like an art. It just feels like pure art. And I went back and I watched Clash at the Castle because I heard so many things about that pay-per-view. That was one of the first pay-per-views out. Well, actually, Elimination Chamber first, and then I watched Clash at the Castle. And I went back and I watched his match with Sheamus at Clash at the Castle. Oh my God, bro. That is what I would tell anyone to watch. If I recommend anyone to watch wrestling, is that match or either that one with Gunther, Drew, and Sheamus at Mania this year. Oh, well, not this year. We're in 2024 last year. That Gunther is a wrestler, bro. He's gonna be a beast, bro. And I hope they set him up as the next, Roman Reigns type character, like the dude that's just causing hell over the whole WWE once he gets that world title push, and you just put the world title on him and let him do his thing, bro.
Be at WrestleMania, and I low-key think it would be fire if they made it there again. Yeah, Money in the Bank. And for some reason last year, I didn't include any women winner predictions. So we're going to fix that this year, as I have 4 names, 2 guys and 2 girls, that I think could potentially win the briefcase. Starting it off with the guys, my #1 pick has to be Dominic Mysterio. I mean, the dude gets massive boos whenever he tries to open his mouth.
At
No, hey.
Just imagine if he was holding a briefcase that guaranteed him a world title shot. I mean, that would just be insane. As for the women, I gotta go with another heel in Tiffany Stratton, as I think she has a great chance of being called up this year and would fit the briefcase nicely. Maybe even make her own pink version of the case because she thinks the regular one is too ugly or something. As for the other male prediction, I gotta go with a personal pick for this one in Sami Zayn. It seems like Sami's main event momentum kind of fizzled out in the second half of 2023, but I'm still on the Sami train, and I'm not getting off till the guy wins a world title. This is an underdog story that I'm gonna need to unfold somehow, and even if it means winning the title on a cash-in and not in an honorable main event, it is what it is, bro. I need to see it happen. As for the final prediction for the Money in the Bank winners, I actually have Jade Cargill on the women's side of things. We know that she signed to WWE this past summer, and while we haven't seen much of her recently, in fact, she hasn't wrestled a match on TV yet, I know they've been working on her behind the scenes in the Performance Center and getting her ready to become a major player in the women's division, and I think putting the briefcase on her can make her an instant threat, and she would be a pretty good choice in my opinion. But also, you know what other event has both men and women winners every year? Yeah, I mean, I think you guessed it. It's time for the Royal Rumble predictions.
Alright, Rumble predictions. I think Punk is winning the Rumble. I think he's going to win the Rumble for the men. For the women, I'm going to have to go with either Bayley or Becky Lynch. Those are my two for the women's side.
And this year, I only wrote down 2 names. Now, I will be attending the Rumble again this year, so if these 2 people don't win, I'd be really, one, surprised, pissed off, and probably would want a refund. Not really, but anyway, for the men's side of things, I got my GOAT, CM Punk, winning it. And I know some people think Cody's going back-to-back with the Rumble wins, but honestly, that'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Instead, if they're gonna do Punk versus Seth at WrestleMania,
they gotta let the fans down, bro. I'm talking about Cody's whole story, ever since come back to WWE, he's just been beating everyone. Roman is the only guy he can't beat. So my thing is, have him lose, make his fans upset, but that will also internally fuel them to get behind him even more and be like, yo, Cody, like, you gotta finish this story. Have him lose in Rumble. Have him lose the Chamber, and maybe like draft him over to SmackDown or Raw, wherever Roman goes after the draft this year, and then have him challenge at some, like, I feel like if they do it like that, like, once that eventual matchup does happen, it's gonna blow the fucking roof off the place. I don't think they're gonna wait till Mania next year. If they don't do it this year, I don't think they're gonna wait till next year to do it. I do believe they'll do it this year, but like, do it like that, bro. I'm telling you, that story itself, mwah, chef's kiss.
WrestleMania, I'd rather see CM Punk get his first ever Rumble win and secure himself a WrestleMania main event, something that he's always wanted and deserved, but never got. For the women's side of things, this is probably another obvious one, but I gotta go with Becky Lynch here. Okay. And I think what happened was they wanted to save the Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley feud for WrestleMania, and that's why Rhea has been wrestling pretty much nobodies. Well, not nobodies, but you know what I mean. And I think Becky winning the Rumble easily starts that story. So,
but I don't see Becky actually winning no time soon, though. I mean not Becky winning no time soon, but I don't see Rhea losing no time soon. I'm not gonna lie. Rhea is so over right now. It's like, she's a heel, but she gets cheered like a fucking babyface. If you knew no better and you were just like a casual viewer and you tuned in and you saw her on the screen and you heard how she's getting cheered, like, you know what I mean? So like, she's running fucking Monday Night Raw in the women's division. I don't think and I might go on a limb and say the division in general, like the women's division in general. I'm not gonna lie, but you know what I mean.
I don't know. I think Becky's going to win the Rumble. Wouldn't that also make her the first ever 2-time women's Rumble winner in history? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good thing. Anyway, for the final part of the video, we're just going to have some crazy moments in general that I think either could happen or I just really want to happen this year. And these are wild, okay? Anyway, kicking it off with a light one, though, I'm not going to lie. I think 2024 is the year that Gunther's Intercontinental title reign will finally come to an end. And I think Gunther needs to be in the world title picture now. So he can't really do that holding a mid-card title, even though, you know, it's super prestigious now. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna call up Ilya Dragunov and have him break Gunther's long reign again, but this time on the main roster. Let's do it. The next bold prediction is kind of bossy. Yeah, okay, that's right. I think we see Sasha Banks make her return to the WWE.
I ain't gonna lie. After all these reports I'm seeing, they could be doing like how they did with Punk, cause like all y'all didn't believe me when I said Punk was coming back, and a lot of people didn't believe he was coming back. It could be one of those situations, but like all these talks with her going to AEW right now, I ain't gonna lie. I think they might have low key secured her. But I've seen Sasha Banks occasionally, cause like during the pandemic, I would occasionally tune in to SmackDown, or yeah, it was really SmackDown. I'm not gonna lie, cause Roman Reigns has been my favorite wrestler since I was like what 14, 12, something like that. I don't know. I'm old, bro. But yeah, I would tune in to see Roman, and I would see her on there. So like, you know what I mean? So I don't really know too much about Sasha Banks, but you know what I mean? I know enough about her. So I mean, I think it'll be pretty cool though.
I mean, think about it. It makes sense. Sasha left because Vince McMahon was booking her atrociously, but now the Triple H is in charge. Triple H always showed love to Sasha back in her NXT days. So there's no reason for her at all to still want to stay away. Plus, I think the talks with Sasha Banks signing with AEW have kind of fizzled out as well. So yeah, this would honestly be awesome. Also, Sasha is probably my favorite women's wrestler of all time, and I could see this happening even as early as the Royal Rumble. For the next prediction, bear with me because this one's probably stupid, but damn it, let me dream. Okay, Stone Cold will come back to the WWE and somehow confront CM Punk. Now, I'm not saying that.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that match did get teased. Like, oh, I remember this episode of Raw.
They're gonna have a match, but just a tease would be enough to not only get me hyped up for the potential match in the future, but it would just be such an awesome moment. Kind of what happened back when Punk was still rocking the new Nexus shirt over a decade ago. And alright, for the final prediction of the video, this one might piss some people off.
They was so badass when they first came out, then shit, it fell apart quick.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, screw it. Roman Reigns will beat Cody Rhodes again at WrestleMania to continue his legendary title reign.
If Rock versus Roman happens at Mania, if it doesn't happen and Cody and Roman happens at Mania, I 1000% believe he's gonna. I'm sorry. I think Roman's gonna retain again. It will be too predictable. Now, even though Rock versus Roman is predictable, because, why would Roman drop the title to Rock at fucking Mania or anywhere else? But it will be too predictable for them to run it back and then have Cody finally win at Mania. I feel like, now, this is me personally. I'm going to put this on the record right here, right now. If they have Cody going and beat him at Mania, I feel like it could potentially destroy his momentum, and people would just lose interest in Cody after that. Because you know how fickle the fucking wrestling community is. Y'all know. Y'all see it on Twitter. You know how fickle they are. They switch every 5 seconds. So I feel like if they have it play out just a little bit longer, don't have Roman hold the title until 2025. But let him retain and have Cody come back even bigger and have put the title on him after that. And then get that feud with Randy started right after that. Throw some guys like Gunther his way, and let Cody have his a nice little lengthy run, and then have him drop it to somebody like Gunther or whoever. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say.
I know, this one's probably going to be annoying if it happened, but with Roman being so close to breaking Hulk Hogan's record, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if WWE threw another curveball and had Cody lose twice in back-to-back WrestleManias. Also, I do want to add, if this does somehow happen, then Cody cannot be the guy to beat Roman's reign on a third attempt. I mean, that would just be silly. But yeah, those are my predictions. Comment yours down below and drop a like as well as subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and Happy New Year's to everybody. Love you guys. Let's have a great 2024.
W video, bro. W Grisha. I said Grisha. W Wrestleology, man. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Hey, it's your boy Quan over here at Quan Loves Wrestling. Be sure to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that will be linked down below. Drop a sub, whatever. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.